Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the IWC Radio Podcast. This is our Royal Rumble review show. I'm Smoot. Joining me alongside me here, virtually, Chucks and Will. How you guys doing?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good.
Muted is how I'm doing. I'm back. Yeah, all good.
Good. I assume you guys both watched the Royal Rumble this past week.
I did.
Any thoughts on it immediate before we get into the prediction game here? I know I did terribly on it.
I can't remember my picks. I think overall it was pretty good.
I've got them written down right here. And I'm about to run through them.
Lucky that. Isn't
It is lucky. It's lucky. Forward thinking. See?
Yeah.
Should we just jump into it then?
You're lucky you got me. Yeah, can do.
Yeah, why not?
Unless there's anything. Interesting drinks or results.
I have a voltage
sort
here.
of off-topic bullshit.
I have a voltage that's already open, but here, hold on. I can open up a pitch black here since.
Oh, pitch black. There you go. That's what we need.
It's gotta be on brand.
There you go. Ta-da! There you go. Now I have Jagger, who just decided to come into the room. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? He does not. Okay.
You know?
It doesn't. No.
He's a cat.
Fair enough.
What can you do?
When you want him to.
We are quite scary to new people.
Um,
Cats.
Here, let me get the music going.
Never
I'm
get
not.
any viewers.
I don't have the usual, so I'll just go with the classic here. So there we go.
There.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Nice classic.
I'm
Okay.
on Dr. Pepper, just for the record.
Oh.
Dr. Pepper, yeah, it still tastes like sweetener to me.
It does. Yeah, it does.
Can't be dealing with it. Have a regular Coke, but not in a can, so can't make any interesting noises.
No.
Just out of the glass. Yeah. Sorry. Disappointing. So, straight into the Rumble. There was no pre-show, yet again. Thing of the past. We're not doing pre-shows anymore.
No. I think it's a
so
good
we went,
thing. They were pointless anyway.
they were.
Yeah, they kind of.
Although
Yeah.
I suppose if you look at it from a talent perspective, it's probably, they got paid for being on the card, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if they do anymore, if they get pay-per-view bonuses. That's been a thing for a while. It was one of CM Punk's complaints.
No.
That when they went to network in 2014, when he left, they weren't very clear about. It used to be that they would get a bonus for being on a pay-per-view, and then because they weren't pay-per-views anymore, or a lot of the revenue went, that just stopped happening.
No, it makes
So
sense.
the premium live events, network events, just became part of their normal working year, which he had questions about.
Huh.
Understandable.
Yeah. So, right, straight into the Rumble, the men's Rumble. In fact, this was not the main event as expected, but
Yeah, that was a bit weird. But...
Yeah. I guess it makes sense though. If you're going to do the other thing for the main event, then
Yeah, I
should
suppose.
go first. And I thought it was pretty good.
Really?
Did you not?
No, I didn't think it was good.
Oh no, I
Oh.
liked it. I think that was okay.
What are they?
Especially, and it's not much to go off, but if we're comparing it to last year's, then it was quite amazing, to be honest with you. Because last year's was not very good at all.
Yeah. Last year's, I think, was probably one of the worst ones in the history of the event.
So it was a low bar, but it was okay. I thought this year was really good.
I don't remember what happened last year.
Shane McMahon, that's all you need to know.
Yeah, I kind of remember he was in it, but
Yeah, well, apparently he booked it, so it was all his fault.
yeah, that's right, he did. And then got fired again.
Yeah, he did.
God.
Well, this was better either way.
Yeah.
Gunther and Sheamus started, and they stayed in forever, which was a good move. I like that. Miz then was out, and he was also out first. Kofi did his thing. I guess skipping ahead a little bit, but Kofi's signature save spot, that didn't go so well.
Second year in a row where it's botched.
Yeah. Cole tried to save it, didn't he? By saying his foot still hadn't touched the ball.
He tried. He tried.
Nope.
But yeah.
It's done. Just let it go. They didn't even bother showing a replay of it. It was
No.
obviously it. Johnny Gargano, Xavier Woods, carrying cross, and Chad Gable. Xavier Woods and Chad Gable decided to have a little grappling contest in the middle here. The cameraman decided to cut away to show nothing. It was frustrating.
Yeah. I don't remember that actually.
It was very short.
Mm.
We don't get that grappling anymore since Kurt Angle retired. We don't get that anymore.
No.
One time they don't care. Drew McIntyre, who teamed up with Sheamus and didn't turn on him. So they are the only people in Rumble history to realise that you don't actually have to turn on your friend before the end.
Well, just to back up a little bit.
Oh.
The show started off with returning Pat McAfee that even Cole didn't even
That's
realize
Yeah.
he was in the
that.
building. And multiple times during the Rumble,
I know what you're gonna say.
he kept referencing the
Yeah.
Banger Blast for Sheamus. The Banger Bros.
Yeah.
But the first time, I think he hadn't heard that that's what they were called, so they had to kind of like hint to him
Yeah,
Yeah.
what the name was. It's like
yeah.
banger after banger, and you know they're brothers. And then he goes, "Oh right, yeah, okay, I see." You also mentioned that we're watching on the cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cock. Yeah.
That's his favourite line he got in.
I like the line he said to Cole. Not long after he sat down, and Cole said that I think he said he'd FaceTime him this morning or something,
Yeah.
and he didn't expect him to be here. And McAfee just said, "Yeah, I enjoy lying to you." But yeah, well,
Good to have him
I think that's going to be one of my thumbs up. Is the overall commentary? I think it was really good. We'll get to that later.
We will get to that. I think that's it's a fair pick though. So we're Drew McIntyre, Santos Escobar, Angelo Dawkins, Brock Lesnar. He came out. Was back, and then immediately followed by Bobby Lashley. What are the odds?
Exactly. They
And
were
it looks
in
like-
the ring for this at the same time as well.
I really wanted to see Lesnar and Walter, Gunther.
Yeah,
So
I
much more
wouldn't.
than I want to see Lesnar and Lashley again.
I wouldn't be surprised if we do see that at some point fairly soon.
I hope so.
Maybe a big show in April time.
You think?
I think so.
I kind of assumed that they were going with this rematch again. For...
I think that might be happening at Elimination Chamber.
Okay, get that out of the way.
That would leave Lesnar with something to do in April.
Well, I'm in for that.
I think a lot of
I
people
wanna
would like to see that. Yeah? I think
Yeah.
the reaction probably told them where they're going with that story.
Mhm. Well, I hope they take the hint there.
Hopefully, yeah.
Baron Corbin, Seth Rollins, Otis, Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio again. So Rey Mysterio didn't come out. It just
No.
wasn't there. No explanation. Dominic Mysterio comes out holding Rey's mask. Still no explanation. We didn't see him beaten up backstage or anything like that. He just wasn't there.
Couldn't even rip up the mask.
Yeah, he tried. He really tried.
Couldn't do
That's
it, could he?
a well-made mask. But yeah, Dom was out. Elias, Finn Balor, Booker T. One of our big surprises was Booker.
Yeah, what's that all about?
No idea. But,
Surely there's someone. I mean, I've got nothing against Booker, but surely there was someone else that could have gone in that spot.
Yeah, Logan Paul.
I don't know. I get the nostalgia bit, but I think in the Rumble, in the match itself, I don't know. If there's someone more deserving of it.
Probably, but you've got to have some surprise in there, haven't you? Everyone likes to see a return. He looked great. It's been a long time.
He looked okay, but I don't think he did spin a Rooney very well.
No. He did a spinneroonie though.
He tried to anyway.
he did something. He spun kind of. Yeah, and his high kick wasn't as good as it used to be, but he still did it. A little lower than back in the day, but that's okay. He is an old man now. He did well.
That's true.
Probably not gonna do it again though. I imagine this might well be the end for Booker.
We should have done the infamous clip in TNA when he commentated on his own match.
Yeah.
We should have done that. That would have been good.
Rolls outside the bottom rope and just, gets on commentary. That would have been great.
And maybe I'm wrong, but do you guys remember the last Booker T match we saw before he retired?
No.
It's actually post-retirement. He came out of retirement for one match that I remember. And I think this is the last one we saw him.
Who was that against?
Against dashing Cody Rhodes.
Did he really?
Oh.
There was a very short feud, which again, like maybe there was another one in the middle there somewhere, but that's the last one I remember him in. So it's strange
When was that?
the big Damian Priest. So the full Judgment Day was out for a little while. Montez Ford, Edge came back and immediately took out Finn Balor. They took each other out and rolled back up the ramp. Austin Theory, Omos, Braun Strowman. So we've got a couple of big dudes in there at the end. Ricochet, number 29. We were down to two more entrants, and we knew that it was Cody Rhodes and Madcap Moss. Number 29 was Logan Paul. So, man, after all these weeks of promo packages, they bumped Cody Rhodes.
That would have been great.
No, they did not. Logan Paul, he did a cool double springboard crossbody spot with Ricochet. Those guys can jump, crash and burn, and in the end,
pretty good actually.
Number 30 was Cody Rhodes himself, the American Nightmake, and he ended up winning. As he said on Raw the next night, 2 nights later, he outlasted 29 other men.
He always say
From
that.
the
They're always liars.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
I don't. No one. Well, I suppose you have to win it over number 1.
Luck of the draw.
Other men.
Yeah, to make that claim,
Otherwise, you're just a liar.
outlast 29 other men. You didn't outlast any of them, in fact. Barely, anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, yeah, number 30. You don't do many, do you?
And at the end, it was him and Walter. So that's him and number 1, the one guy who could claim to have outlasted him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also yet another number 30 winner. This is like the Joker winning the Casino Battle Royals. It happens every time. Lots of number 30s winning.
To be fair though, if this was a real sport,
it's the most advantageous position.
well, exactly, 30 would win, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. More often than not, anyway.
Probably.
Sorry, I
so
destroyed
that
everyone's
was it.
illusions there. This is not a real sport. But...
What?
No, that's right. You got the picture there of the
God, this is terrible.
the AR fireworks all around the
Yeah.
arena. Which
not a real
Dave
sport,
Meltzer
they
then
don't have
tweeted.
real fireworks.
Did you see the Dynamite Dave tweeted?
No, what do you
Some
say?
impressive fireworks after the match there.
Did he? Oh, of
Lots
course he
of
did.
replies
Yeah,
to say,
yeah.
fake, bro.
To be fair, the first time I seen them, I was only sort of half looking at them, so they did look real to me. But it was only when I looked at them again, I thought, hang on, there's something up there.
Still real to you, damn it.
Well, that's it. Like I say,
The dead
not
giveaway.
real.
The dead giveaway
What?
was the fact that there was traffic down here,
Yeah.
and you can tell that there's no lighting from the fireworks onto the road.
On the cars, yeah.
Which is why I said, imagine driving alongside the arena and this going off suddenly. Plus, the lighting isn't hitting the road. And then for the women's rumble, they got a tight shot of the arena just to kind of, you know, keep the kayfabe alive. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't really work.
I wonder why they did that. I mean, they've never done that before, have they? So,
Yeah, it looked terrible.
They love this AR stuff.
unless they didn't get permission to use fireworks or something in the area, maybe, I don't know.
Oh, they didn't want to burn down the WrestleMania sign again.
Well, that's true, yeah. Yeah, there's that.
So, prediction-wise, 3 of us had Cody. Smoot, you had Brock Lesnar.
I was talked out of it.
You were talked out of it. Didn't have to change your mind. So that's points for 3.
I blame Chuck for not invoking the "don't change your mind" rule.
Yeah. Any
think we
thoughts
should-
about the match in general? Like I said before, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I wasn't really a fan of it. I like the tantrum that Brock Lesnar threw when he got eliminated. Yeah.
The best bit of that was Cole panicking for his phone. His phone was still on the desk as he launched the steps.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was, as we said before, a lot better than last year's. I thought there had been a few more surprises.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they announced, like, was it 28 or something?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't really a lot of room left for surprises.
No,
Well, I thought it was good, and I thought Gunther. I think I've got enough thumbs ups later to just talk about this one now. So I don't watch a lot. I don't watch week to week anymore. I think quite a lot of fans are in that boat these days, not watching the TV, just watching the pay-per-views. So I know of Gunther. I've seen a few of his matches. I know kind of what he's about, and I like it. He's good. But I don't really know him all that well. I haven't been following him closely. And I thought this was like one of those performances. He was in there the whole time. He always looked good. He looked strong. He was chopping people and throwing them around. Still looked relatively fresh at the end, despite now being the record holder for the longest innings. He is the Iron Man of Iron Men. This could be... Oh, and then the stare down with Brock Lesnar too. This could be the kind of... Did he get himself over? Did he establish himself as someone to look out for now in the eyes of a wider fan base? I think he may have.
I think so, yeah.
I
Very
agree.
good showing for him.
I could agree with that. Yeah. A lot better if he was, you know. I don't like the fact that he's still kind of named Gunther, but I think it's a step up from Walter. If you ask me.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think Walter. I know what you mean with Walter, but it was a bit different, and that was his name back in the Indies as well. So.
Yeah.
Gunther doesn't really make a lot of sense, really, but I understand why they changed it. It's not a very brandable name, is it, Walter?
He'll always be Walter to me.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Oh, well, okay. So now...
I think it helps with him being saying about where he goes from here. I think it helps that he's a Triple H guy, isn't he, really? Triple H brought him in
Yeah.
to NXT UK way back when.
Yeah.
Back in the before times.
Good
and,
days.
So yeah, I think the fact obviously Triple H is now like the guy in charge, then I can only go in his favour for his future.
Yeah. true.
Plus the fact he's not, he's a genuine, what's the word? Badass, I suppose. He's he is what he is. You see, he's lost a load of weight as well. If you look at him from when he first come in.
Yeah.
So yeah,
he's shown himself to be dedicated and willing to.
Big potential, I think. This.
Yeah, hope so. He's different. See many like him.
And I'm claiming him as one of ours, even though he's not really English. He started off in English.
Okay, well, it's all downhill from here, unfortunately. Pretty steep one, too. We had the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match, which was neon.
Yeah.
There was glow-in-the-dark everything. Apparently they were paid $1 million by Mountain Dew for this one.
Just reading
What?
It's a drop in the bucket, isn't it?
That's almost how much a 12-pack costs, I feel, these days.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
they
it
went
was.
for it.
I mean, the
can't
match
believe it.
itself wasn't great, was it? Let's be honest. It looked good.
I'm kind of torn because I think the visuals looked pretty awesome here. I feel
Yeah.
the match itself could have been longer. I don't think that it was way too short for like was essentially like a no holds barred sort of shtick here.
I think I'm kind of with you, but then I'm not at the same time because I think they realised that it was a gimmick match, and
Yeah,
I think if it was going to go any longer, people were going to start hating on it. So you don't really want it going too long.
a lot of people called it like, this would be great if it was a laser tag match, and I think that it's a missed opportunity to build something like that.
Yeah. I mean, the green powder thing, that didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't understand why there was any like confetti on the announce table. Like, who put that there?
Yeah, what was that all about?
Like, who put? Did they not notice that somebody put a cup of confetti like on the table at all? Like, it made no sense to just. I mean, it looked cool, but it made no sense. Is what I'm saying.
Was it something? I don't know. Was there a box of something that they were gonna spread around, and then Brock Lesnar broke the table and smashed the stairs on the table and it just spilt everywhere?
I think
No,
there was
I-
two boxes, wasn't it?
Maybe.
I don't know.
There was a little bit on the desk already, and then when he put them through the table, there seemed to be loads of it.
Because I remember.
There was some hidden inside the table or something.
I mean, we can pull up the footage here, but I remember it was just like a cup on the table, and then Wyatt just knocked it over when he was taking the cover off. I don't recall seeing it during the men's rumble, but I can try to pull it up here for you. Anyway, the match itself was. I mean, yeah, the visuals, like I said, I think it was okay. And again, missed opportunity to have like a laser tag sort of match here. The problem is it was a short. Fans weren't really into it, and then the finish, whatever the heck that was, had Uncle Howdy just missing LA Knight with a coffin drop by like a continent's worth of space, if you will.
Yeah, Uncle Howdy getting involved. Now, it was 5 minutes. Bray Wyatt beats LA Knight.
Oh, yeah, way short.
Points for everyone.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can all just move on now. Yeah, I don't know what this was.
LA Knight needs something else going, because I don't think, Wyatt's doing him any favors here.
The rumor is apparently maybe not with these two, and maybe not with Pitch Black, but apparently we are going to be getting some sort of sponsored match at WrestleMania.
Oh.
So, don't know what they're going to be doing.
Rumor is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I hope it's Cracker Barrel.
That would be great.
But to see someone suggest can't remember the name they used, but I think it was like BP for like an Inferno match.
Say BP,
It's an idea.
Yeah.
like BP oil.
Yeah, petrol. Yeah.
Huh. Sure. I mean, they are in the pocket of big Saudis, so.
Well, there you go.
Right, exactly. Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
so
Very
let's
much-
wrap that one. Uncle Howdy, what's going on here?
Well, we'll get to. There's a bit on SmackDown that was interesting.
Haven't seen SmackDown.
I think we need to have that as a bit of a maybe a feature for the next few weeks. What product could WWE tie up with for a match?
Yeah.
I'm sure we can get some suggestions there.
Why was there popcorn on the desk? What the hell? Wait a minute.
McAfee had that. He was just sitting there eating it during the Rumble.
Why?
Oh, why not?
I just noticed that. Oh. It's just-
Yeah, popcorn everywhere.
Yeah. I think a couple minutes after that, because say Cole's phone was there, and he said, "Thank God for Otterbox." I think he had a Otterbox case on his phone, I imagine. There's the title.
Maybe
There you
that's a
go.
sponsor.
Otterbox.
Tie-in, you can do an on-the-box cage match. Yeah. No one gets in around.
Maybe Cole's going to be doing the adverts. My phone can last a set of stairs being thrown by Brock Lesnar.
There you go. If that wasn't the plan, it soon will be. Women's title here. Raw Women's title. Bianca retains over Alexa. It's just a thing that happened.
Yeah. There was, just going slightly back to the Uncle Howdy thing, there was a bit where, after they shown the little recap thing they showed before the matches, I think Cole had to explain who Uncle Howdy was to McAfee. Because he hasn't been there since he come back.
yeah.
It takes some explaining.
Mm. But yeah, that was... I think I said last week, I'm quite bored of Bianca now.
Yeah.
Oh, going back real quick. I
If-
didn't notice this before. There's the Moz on the announce table there.
What?
The Wyatt Moz, as Jagger notices it as well. See, right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry,
There was quite a few people in the crowd there's one there, glowing in the dark clothing.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure they regretted wearing that after they saw it back. There's quite a few people with that.
There you go. There's a shot of it. Yeah. I thought they were trying to plant the seeds of the Firefly Funhouse. Whatever this moth thing is supposed to be. This brainwashing people. I guess I don't know.
Well, they didn't do it very well, did they?
No.
But they
They didn't.
right at the end, after Howdy did this silly jump thing.
It was on the equipment crate too.
All the puppets were there, but you could barely see them. The shot wasn't very good. It was kind of all the smoke and stuff, wherever that come from. Kind of interfering with the shot, so you couldn't see. But all the puppets were watching off that thing that he jumped off.
Yeah. See, right here is where he knocks the confetti over. See?
Oh yeah.
Maybe he didn't realise that was there.
Sure. Way to not know the stipulation to your own
There
match.
again, it was just like a couple
Yeah.
of green stuff.
Yeah.
Is that Mountain Dew?
Could be.
Does it glow like that?
No. Does not glow like that. Can
It
confirm.
looks to me like. Do you ever remember? I think I had tweeted about it because I couldn't find the name. Do you remember the little tub of Calippo ice balls? you could
Calippo
get?
shots, yeah.
Shots. That was it. Yeah. It looks like
Yeah.
someone just spilled a load of them.
Yeah, they kind of glowed green as well. Yeah. So to carry on with this theme again, so Alexa loses the match, and then Uncle Howdy haunts her as well.
Yeah.
Asks, "Are you sure you're in control?"
Oh, that was so stupid.
There's
there he is.
Bo Dallas
Yeah.
jumping last of him.
Yeah. I gotta look for it, but there's a fan cam shot of, like, from the nosebleeds, and this guy misses LA Knight, and you can sort of tell here that LA Knight just rolls
yeah.
over into the hole.
Oh, that's where the smoke come from. Yeah, I forgot it blew up for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
In flames, not just sparks. It's just something ignited.
And then there's a moth on the equipment crate there on the...
Maybe Uncle Howdy's flammable.
And there you go, that's what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, they're out there. Yeah. That's the first time they've, apart from when he came back and they were real people. The first
think
time
so.
they've been seen in the arena.
So they've been real people.
Anyway. Let me see if I can find that video real quick, hold on. But keep going, sorry. Yeah, the Alexa Bliss match was awful. And since we're on that subject, I want to bring up Chuck's tweet here. The Jabroni of the Week.
Yeah.
This is good.
There wasn't the
I
one
noticed it during the Rumble when everyone was making their entrances. I was kind of expecting for you to call it out the whole time, but here it
I
is.
saw something. Yeah, it was something fucky with the barricade, but like they had to put like some sort of bend into it, so you would have something unnatural, but not like this cockeyed unnatural here.
How is that being allowed to be left like that? Surely you must have thought, this is going to be one of the main shots on TV. Let's fix this.
Not only that.
At least like 60 times we're gonna see this.
There's this over here, but there's also this side over here, which is also kind of just jutting out and. Yeah,
Even if you do have to, you have to make a bend.
Yeah.
It's all on the same level. It's a flat floor, so why are the lights dropping like that on one side?
Bush League, in my opinion, pal.
Yes.
Yes.
Bush League of the Week.
It is. That was no good. Then we go straight into the Women's Rumble match.
Yeah, sorry, just going back to the
okay.
Alexa thingy match. Not you, Alexa.
Who's trying to get involved?
She's still talking. Shut up!
Wait, what?
You not hear that? Sorry, Alexa's having
No, it didn't come through on that side.
She's still going. I don't know what she's doing here.
Oh, the Amazon device.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, she was reading the thing off Wikipedia about Alexa Bliss. That's weird. Anyway. Yeah, I'm bored of Bianca now, I think. I was hoping it was going to be Alexa, but it needs to be anyone now. Someone needs to take the title off her. Which apparently they might do, actually, because the Elimination Chamber is going to be for the World Women's title.
She won it at WrestleMania, right? So I would have thought she'd have lost it by now, and then
Yeah.
we'll be gearing up to win it back. But who knows? What's the obvious plan for Bianca? Because I think it looks to be. Well, we'll get to this. The other one is set up. You know what's happening with the other title? This one.
Speaking of the other one, she's doing some sort of introduction at Vengeance Day right now.
Oh,
She's introducing people.
Vengeance Day.
She's some sort of glorified ring announcer tonight. So.
Mm.
It's in Charlotte, isn't it? Maybe.
Here's the Uncle Howdy spot from the fans, by the way.
Sorry, I went off him.
Here, look at this. Watch this.
Oh.
You see LA Knight in the fluorescent gear there.
Oh dear.
Completely misses him. And then LA Knight just rolls over on top.
Yeah.
And things randomly blow up as well.
Yeah, and things just randomly explode. So there you go.
Well, it's fair. I mean, you don't want to actually land on the guy.
Well, it's kind of the point.
No.
I mean, what are we doing here? Just acrobatics?
Pretty much. Where have you been?
Next you're gonna tell me
Yes,
it's
the hazards are real.
next you're gonna tell me it's not a sport.
Yes, this is entertainment, but the hazards are real.
Ay, ay, ay.
How'd you learn to fall off a 20-foot ladder? That's what I want to know.
Same ballet, pal. Ay, ay, ay.
So, Women's Rumble. Let's do the Women's Rumble.
Okay.
The Rhea Ripley was the first out. We missed the whole spot earlier on when Edge was chasing the Judgment Day to the back. Rhea came out, and Beth Phoenix speared her. Yes, why not? I guess. So Rhea came out, entrant number 1 for the Rumble, still selling the ribs.
For a
Liv
moment.
Morgan came out. Dana Brooke, Emma, Shayna Baszler, Bayley, B-Fab, Roxanne Perez from NXT. I guess that's one of our surprises. The other Damage Couturals, Natalia's back. Candice, Zoe Stark, Xia Li, Becky Lynch, Tegan Nox. It's the women's division, basically. Doudrop is back as Piper Niven.
Yeah, that's
Asuka's
great.
back
Yeah.
with a new face.
Hana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Megan Miller, Chelsea Green is also back.
Which, by the way, I have a bone to pick with the BT Sport account.
Oh.
Keep
Don't be
going,
on
keep going,
us
keep
now.
going, keep going, keep going.
Oh.
Don't be slagging off
okay,
the bitch. Don't be racist.
I don't know what race has to do with this, but okay. That's from SmackDown. Okay, keep going, keep going. Let's see if I can
All
find.
right, so we had Zelina Vega, Raquel Rodriguez, Mia Yim, who is also Michin, and I don't really understand. Lacey Evans. Number 25, Michelle McCall's music hits, and it's lucky she was there at ringside because
Yeah,
I
imagine
don't know what would have happened otherwise. It's like no one told her that she was going to be in it.
Yeah,
Imagine if she was in the toilet or something with the music.
Imagine she just didn't show up. She had something else
Yeah.
to do that night.
yeah, like watch the show.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
we show on TV with Undertaker.
Tell me.
Uh,
There was an article on
fortunately, she was there.
WWE.com afterwards where she was interviewed afterwards
Mhm.
with the title. I think the headline was "I knew this was my moment" or something. Which
It wasn't.
I assume she did because when the music hit and it said like Michelle McCool all over the screen. But anyway,
Also
That's
because
it.
she's always
McCool-
a surprise entrant every year.
well, yeah, McCool knew it was her moment. That was it.
Indy Hartwell, also NXT, Sonya Deville, Shotzi, Nikki Cross, and number 30, that no one asked for, Nia Jax is back.
Yeah.
Yay.
Just on
My
that,
hole.
Well, look at me. Piper Niven is obviously no longer Doudrop.
Yeah.
Why is Shotzi not Shotzi Blackheart again? Come on.
Maybe she likes the first name basis. I don't know.
Tegan Nox is Tegan Nox again.
Exactly.
She lost her first name when Shotzi lost her last name, and she left the company, came back, and her name was reset. So maybe that's what Shotzi needs to do.
Maybe. Maybe.
I was on did one of my rare visits to Twitter in the week, and I noticed that Vince Russo was trending.
Oh God.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. Yeah, I've seen some bits about him this
Why
week.
the hell is Vince Russo trending in 2023? And apparently he said something as innocent as, I would have Nia Jax and Piper Niven team up and destroy Damage Control and end their reign forever or something along those lines.
Oh,
And apparently this is outrageous.
That wasn't the reason I seen him.
Oh,
His
really?
name mentioned this week, but yeah.
People seem to have a real issue with that.
yeah, because it's Vince Russo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh?
That's all it takes. He says something, and it's the reaction. I actually thought, like, of all the things you could do with Nia Jax, having her be like a 3-minute warning tag team, probably about as good as you can do.
2-minute one.
3-minute warning to change the channel.
Yeah, like, I don't want that. I wouldn't have brought her back to do that, but if that's what they did, less of a problem with it than most. But no, Twitter's decided that it's no good.
What's happened? I think they've kind of forgotten about the women's tag titles, haven't they?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. This was from January 25th.
Oh,
I'm kind of surprised that they got one of these correct here, but with the WWE on BT Sport tweeted this out of like 5 wild predictions, and they said that Brock Lesnar dominates, which no, he didn't enter at number 1, and he didn't take out over half the field. So
well, they're like 3 years late for that one. He
yeah,
did that.
he did that. That was last year. Get with the program.
It was ages ago. Then Drew McIntyre kicked him over the rope somehow.
Yeah. Rhea will be the first lady to eliminate 10 other competitors in a women's rumble and goes an hour inside the match with the text leaking out of the box.
Well, she did go an hour.
Yep.
That much is true. She eliminated 7, so that's pretty close. The bigger issue there is that they wouldn't have Lesnar eliminate 15 and Rhea eliminate 10 on the same show. They tried to do different things when they've got the same match on twice.
Number 3 is Jay White.
No.
And this is one that kind of caught my eye, Dark Asuka. Which they kind of got right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then The Rock returns, which no. So.
Who did that graphic? Because that's terrible. The text. The Rock's coming out of his box.
Well, it's because he's large.
Well.
Like, I mean, look, he's just huge. Like, that's.
He is a large man.
No, I'll show you. No, that's it's already. Yeah, the others come out of boxes.
Yeah, they're all.
But yeah, that text is annoying me.
Bush League, right there. BL, Bush League.
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, yeah.
I don't know much about Japanese wrestling, but apparently this Dark Asuka, or was it Kana they're calling it?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently she's done this before, way back when.
Yeah.
So, I'm all for it. I think it needed a bit of a refresh character.
Sure. Well, so this Women's Rumble, they rumbled for an hour, and Rhea... Was it Rhea and Liv at the end as well?
It was, yeah.
They went all the way to the end? Yeah, it was. So they started and finished it, so that's cool. They both set the record of, kinda, I guess, for going longest in a Women's Rumble.
Why did I put Becky in this? She had no chance.
Becky lasted 10 minutes, apparently. And yeah, so Rhea won. She went from number 1 to win the thing. On the same show, we got a number 30 winner and a number 1 winner. Cliche as hell. Which also means it's the first time in Rumble history, 35 years or something, where 2 successive entrants are both winners.
Huh.
That's never happened before. It nearly happened once. There was, I think there was a Brock Lesnar, I think, won it in 29, and then the next year, Benoit won it at number 1.
Who?
There was an Undertaker in
Who?
it, if I remember right.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I don't know, some guy.
Okay.
Some guy. So that was a win for Rhea Ripley, not Becky Lynch. Will, you fool. So that's a dropped point for you.
By the way, who designed this graphic? Because that text is coming out the box.
Oh, that's me.
That's a
me.
big BL.
Yeah, that's Bush League in my opinion.
I'm only joking, I know.
That's the whole, like, I do it for shtick. Like, it's funny.
But yeah, there's a point to that. Yeah, I get that.
It's been a cliche whenever I pick Reigns on the show that, you know,
Yeah.
the text is so large it leaks through.
That's good.
Any other notes about the women's match by any chance? Probably not.
This one I thought was... Look, I wasn't a fan of the men's rumble because it was going to be kind of a disappointment. In some regards, it was. There wasn't many surprises to the men's rumble. It wasn't really... Some of the eliminations didn't make sense, I feel. I thought... Like, Brock Lesnar coming in, like, midway through and then getting dumped out, like, a couple minutes in was kind of like, whoa.
I wonder how much he got paid for that.
Yeah, for real. What else? I don't know, just things like that. It was kind of like... You kind of got why it was booked first, you know? Whereas the women's match here, the women's Rumble match, it was packed full of surprises, and... yeah, it was just, like, Rhea was, like, bloodied up, and she apparently dislocated her knee, like, during it, and popped it back into place during the match or something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all things considered, I thought the women's match was way better compared to the men's.
There were a lot more surprises, but they were all NXT people that I guess most of the audience probably didn't know.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Chelsea Green was one of them. She lasted 5 seconds, so we
Yeah.
had record set for both the longest and shortest entrance.
I didn't like that.
I disagree with you, Chuck. Sorry, Smooth. I think in the last few years the women's match has been better than the men's.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this year they turned the corner on that one. I think the men was better. I can see why you'd like the, you know, totally see why you think the women's was better, because it was okay. But maybe I'm just basing it off last year. I think last year's was terrible. This was decent.
Okay.
Which leaves us only with the main event. And what main event it was! 20 minutes of a wrestling match, which was fine. Roman Reigns wins again. I mean, go figure. That was going to happen.
Reigns wins, lol.
Yeah.
Reigns wins, lol. That's points for everyone. And because the match was completely irrelevant, I'll just run through the points now, and then we'll get to the main event of the main event. 5 matches on the night predicted. You both, Smoot and Will, got 3 right out of the 5.
Bush League, in my opinion.
That's the PL of the week. Me and Beans both went perfect 5 out of 5. Well, they all seemed fairly straightforward. Guys went out on a limb. Cost you. So overall, 57 matches so far. With, I guess, was it 2 pay-per-views to go? 1 and then a 2-night WrestleMania. Maybe 3. Overall scores, Beans behind in 4th place, 37 out of 57. Will just ahead on 38. And then a little jump up to Smoot on 42, and me on 43 now. I've just retaken the lead with that one. Oh,
well, yeah, the Cody Rhodes one, I should have stuck with it.
You should have stuck with Cody.
Oh. So what's next? Next is the Elimination Chamber and then the Mania?
then straight into Mania night one. Yeah,
Okay, so 2 pay-per-views. Okay, all right.
but it's a 2-night Mania, so I don't know if you count that as 2 or 3 pay-per-views.
Good point.
Kind of 3.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this is the closest I've been heading into a Mania.
I think it is.
Yeah. In our 9-year.
This is our 10th year now. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think it's August we started. Yeah. This
What
will
the
be our 10th
fuck?
anniversary.
Where does the time go?
I know. I know. It's crazy.
I've not been around for all of those 10 years, but yeah.
You were around for nearly all of those 10 years. A nice try to say that you're not quite as bad as the rest of us. But I think you skipped maybe 30 shows or something. It wasn't that many.
I was only invited on as a guest for a week. I'm still here.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So the whole point of this whole show is this post-main event segment. Where Kevin Owens was beaten up. He was attacked again post-match by the Bloodline, handcuffed to the ropes, and super kicked a lot. And then super kicked some more. There was a lot of super kicks here. Super kick party. And the whole time, Roman Reigns has stood with Sami Zayn, just watching on. This, we're attacking your best friend. What are you gonna do about it? And the chair comes out, and they're using chairs and all that. And Sami's just stood there. He's obviously not happy, but he's not doing anything. And the announcers are saying, someone needs to do something about this. But who? Who's gonna do so? Who could possibly? I don't know about you guys. I was thinking, well, surely
If you
The Rock's
smell.
gonna come back. Yeah. This is
It
what
was leading up to that one. And it's like you say, they kept saying, even the commentators were going, someone needs to stop this.
Who's gonna do something?
Someone needs to stop. That was it. Cole kept saying, someone needs to stop this, and it was Graves or McAfee kept saying, but who? Who's gonna stop? Who's gonna do it?
Yeah.
And it was all. I think they were doing that on purpose, obviously. In the end, they knew nothing was gonna happen.
I'm so disappointed.
Mhm.
I think, I get that he wasn't in the Rumble. That makes sense, but main event then. We'll see him in the main event. No. Well, in the end, Sami Zayn was handed the chair and told, "It's your turn. Hit your friend. Prove yourself that he's nothing to you." And instead, he hits Roman Reigns in the back, just like Seth Rollins did that time ago.
Mm. Yeah, there was a bit of a flashback for that, wasn't
Yeah. And Jey Uso, of all people, is saying, "Why? Why did you do this? After everything? Why? Why?" And then they attack Sami Zayn as well.
Mm.
This segment was excellent. It lacked, I think, they could have done blood here. If you were ever going to do it, I think this was the time.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Yeah.
But it was still excellent. I think, unanimously, everyone, I think, loved this.
Oh yeah.
Has anyone said that this wasn't?
I might be the first person here. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I appreciate the storytelling and everything and all the theatrics that they were trying to do. I think it went on way too long. I don't think this should have been the main event either. I think this should have been the Rumble, the women's Rumble match, if you will. It just, I don't know. It's verging on soap opera territory, and the fact that on Raw 30, supposedly the trial of Sami Zayn went on for so long that it bled into the steel cage match, so where they just outright ditched the match entirely. I think they kind of have to. Less is more, if you will, if that makes sense.
I know what you're saying. That there is an argument that they are sort of focusing on this particular storyline more than anything else right now.
It's because of The
This
Rock.
is the big story.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the other hand, there is that. It is probably the best thing they've done in years.
Yeah.
And why not make the most of it? I mean, I think that was why it was the end of the Rumble, because they could take the time with it, because they didn't have any time constraints on it.
I would also say that maybe if I was more in tune with the product, I could kind of sort of get into the whole, oh yeah, this is the best thing going today, pal. You know, I don't know. It's kind of just like it's nailing all the cliches and the tropes and things like that, where people want to see Sami Zayn break away from the bloodline, but they've weaved such a good storyline that maybe Sami Zayn would have stuck around, or maybe he wouldn't have saved Kevin Owens, because to me this is just going to lead to like maybe Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens tag teaming up with possibly Jey Uso, and then Kevin Owens is probably going to just backstab Sami Zayn again.
No, they're going to do the Zayn and Owens beating the Usos at WrestleMania. That
would be
that makes perfect sense.
Where Kevin Owens backstabs Sami Zayn, and then
at some point in the future that it's Kevin Owens, so
So I don't know. I think maybe if I wasn't looking at the bigger picture there like that, I could kind of sort of see that I would agree more that it's like the best storytelling going on today. But I don't know. It's just not. I'm not ready to call it that. Which is why they need Stone Cold Steve Austin to come in and beat Roman Reigns for the title. No, I'm just kidding. Don't have that happen, please. Don't have that happen.
Well, you said yourself then it's like a soap opera.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so good.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's what.
It's not bad.
That's what wrestling always was. It was just soap opera, wasn't it? Back in the day.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah.
So I think they're only going off what they've done before.
Mm-hmm.
In that respect, I think you're probably right in the fact because you don't watch it every week. Maybe you're not as invested in it as maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I said on Twitter last night before SmackDown started. I haven't looked forward to seeing what was going to happen next more than I had last night watching SmackDown. Than anything else for a long time. I think I've seen a lot of people say the thing. They were tuning into SmackDown to see what was going to be next. I don't think you've done that for a long time with WWE stuff anyway. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Just on that, on what is next. We're moving to SmackDown a bit here now, but it was Zayn challenged Reigns last night for the match for the title. Which is going to be at Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Which is in Montreal, Sami Zayn's hometown.
That's going to be great. It's going to be great heat for that.
Yeah. It should be a great atmosphere to be in there that night.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think Sammy's going to win.
No, I don't see that happening, but I don't think he needs to. That's all right.
No, I think it would be nice to see him win it. I think he deserves a title run.
In one of the Discords that I'm in, this was posted around on the 23rd of January. Camera Guy Gimmick on Instagram had a story where they're printing out, or I guess this is a reel, a shot here. Let me unzoom out here. It looks like the chair branding, if you will, like the photo, the photography and whatnot. That has Sami Zayn in the chamber with. That's a terrible photo. I got to be honest. I'm sorry. And you're gonna be sitting on that for what it's worth. But there you see it, February 8th, Centre Bell, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Elimination Chamber. I think that would have been a little bit more newsworthy before the Rumble, but yeah, I don't know. It could be. I mean, they said that the Chamber is going to be for the U.S. title, so I don't think unless something changes, I don't think they're going to do like one for, Roman Reigns' title, which is kind of silly to me, but it's still early.
No,
they're not.
They've got two announced. As you say, for the US title, and the other one is for the Raw Women's title.
For the
sorry,
title
no, it's not
match,
for the
number one
match.
contenders match against.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. So
Yeah, so maybe they'll ditch that photo altogether.
To be honest, though, those promo photos never normally tie up with what's going on. They're done that far in advance.
Yeah.
They can't really always make them to do with whatever's happening. I think if you look back in history, there's probably quite a few where whoever was on the poster was probably not in the main event or whatever.
This is giving. I just saw this. This is giving me James Ellsworth vibes here, where any man with two hands has a fighting chance. Of Sami Zayn here.
A little bit.
I don't know why.
The underdog from the underground.
Yeah.
The match for Mania has also been made official as well, isn't it? It's
Really?
Reigns and Cody, yeah.
Oh, did Cody actually pick him?
Yeah. But he didn't have a choice, did he? Or was he gonna pick?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Theory and challenge for the US title.
You're right.
Gonna go back for
Oh, man.
It's his only way around the stipulation. That I'd never challenged for the world title, but I did win the Rumble.
It is, yeah. My bad.
I'm gonna challenge Walter.
What if here's a thought. What if on night one they have this on, but it ends in some sort of controversy, and then Cody gets another shot and challenges for the same title or both titles on night two?
Could be.
I wouldn't be surprised if something like that, because apparently that is
twice in 2 nights. Never before, never again.
That does mean you're not announcing your night 2 main event until night 1.
Right.
Yeah.
So who's I guess tickets will be sold by then, but it does seem a little bit.
I mean, I suppose that's probably the only chance they could do it. I mean, you guarantee the sellout for WrestleMania, aren't you? So
Yeah.
Pretty much, anyway. So maybe that's the only chance they could do it if you announce it the day before. You're not going to get away with it any other time.